We talk a lot on this podcast about the parallels of how you do anything is how you do everything. And it's not an accident that the guys like Ali Aquinta that focus on business the same way they focused on fighting find success. And I think one of the biggest things over time, and I've heard you talk about this a lot, is just consistency. And one of the things that you showed was during the pandemic, people didn't have a place to go. And that became a really cool, like, daily thing to look forward to for guys like me, where it was like, I get to tune out. I can mentally watch you train, and it felt like you still had a place to go to really tune out and still be part of the jiu-jitsu community. But I'm sure there was days that you didn't feel like doing it, and you did it anyway, which is why you're successful with what you do in life. How do you keep yourself consistent and accountable when you don't really feel like it? When your body and your brain are foggy, you just want to go do something else, you keep your word to yourself.
OCD. Discipline. Because to me, I've always wanted to be the best in the world. Not necessarily as a competitor, but technician of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. And the only way to do that is constantly be thinking about and constantly evolving the technical aspect of my game. And then once I do it for myself, test it out, then I bring it to my students. And, obviously I bring it out to the people that follow me on YouTube or the app. And it is extremely important that, the discipline is what makes you good at something. Without discipline, I've seen way too many talented people. It comes easy to them. And, they could be extremely good, but they just it comes easy and they don't value it, or they don't just have the discipline to pursue it to its limits, which there are in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there are no limits, and if you kind of stay on it, you can be surprised or amazed what you could do, with your game. During the pandemic, we did 99 days. That number 99 came literally for a reason, because, to me, martial arts is an unfinished business. There's always more you could do. There's always more you could learn. There's always more you can sort of tweak things and make them slightly better. And 99 was kind of like, I cut it off because basically in New Jersey, we're shut down for about 3 months. And a little more than that. And New Jersey made a decision to start to reopen, but I wanted to make sure that people look at it as not 100. The funny part was this: we did it for 99 days straight. And basically the routine was drive up to the school. We would film, we would train. Then we would, hang out and just talk and, have a beer or two, and then drive home and then do it again the next day. And literally, after about 3 or 4 weeks, I told the guys, I said, guys, we're going to have to really start to sort of cycle our training hard and easy, because we may have to do this for a while. And Fanatics approached me and doing some instructionals. And I think we finished on a Saturday, and I was supposed to drive up to Boston on Wednesday to film. And we finished Saturday filming, for the pandemic episode 99. And I made a decision that's going to be it. We actually went back to doing it now. We do it weekly. We do a weekly live show. We literally have an audience from literally every single continent except Antarctica. And then Sunday I couldn't move. When I tried to get out of bed, my back seized up and I couldn't move. And it was I was amazed at the fact that it didn't seize up 2 days before, or 3 days before, or 5 days before. It just seized up on Sunday. And I literally could not, get out of bed. So somehow we made it. OCD. Thank you.